No,
and I always say in these situations,
stands true.
What would Dave do?
No.
What would Dave do?
No.
Did you hear her?
She's got more lives than that.
We were talking about how all the younger people at Barstool like just talk to Dave and call Dave.
Oh my God, I was.
And when she
dying
was like,
at that.
I was
yes.
not raised. We were raised
we
differently.
were raised
Not
in a
in
different
my
house.
house.
Yeah, not in my house.
We don't talk
and
about
by the
Dave
way,
in my house.
not in my house either. I was raised by the same house. And nope. I'll send Dave a text, and I'm like, okay, all right. Even when I send a text, I'm
Think
like,
everything
I
out.
really have to like work myself up, being like, okay, yeah, no, we're cool. Like, we're definitely cool. I can definitely send this text, and then every once in a while, we'll have a back and forth, and I'm like, oh wow, me and Dave, we're friends. Like, this is so chill,
Dude,
and then I'll send a text, and I'll get no response, and it's like an important text, and it, like for example, the last second, I let him know that I was going to be down at the Super Bowl for 2 days because Gia and I wanted to make a video on Bourbon Street. Not a part of the Barstool crew, just went down because she was already going down with her family for the Eagles.
Right.
And I didn't want him to think
You were,
that
like riding coattails
I like
for free or whatever,
asked
yeah.
and like Barstool's paying for me and like all this stuff. So that's why nobody knew I was there because I was only there for like less than 48 hours.
Yeah.
Like it was a really quick thing. We just wanted to make a quick video. I texted him letting him know that we were going to be there just for a couple days and that I didn't want you to think Barstool's paying for it, whatever. Like this probably too long of a text.
That's how we were raised. That's smart.
And I texted him that, no response. And so the whole time I hid from Dave the whole time. And then me and Gio were sitting in the lobby of the hotel that, again, I wasn't staying at, but the Barstool people were.
Yeah.
And that's all happening. We're sitting in the lobby waiting for Fran to go to lunch. And we're sitting there, we're vlogging on the couch, like talking about how we just got interviewed by Fox News on the street. We're all excited. Dave walks out and both of us go, she puts her phone down. We're sitting there like this. We're like, hey, Dave. And I was like, how are you? And he goes, what? I was like, I just asked how you were. He's like, oh, I'm good. And then kept walking. And so now I'm like, well, we're never going to speak again. Like, he hates my guts. Like, forget it. Like, never again. So, yes, Jackie, I understand. We were raised in the same house.
I was texting
we're not besties with Dave.
I was texting him about Jail Stool, and it was when people were like, don't go to bed. And I was like, I was texting him being like, the people don't want you to go to bed. And I said to him, somebody tweeted me and said, Europe is coming, meaning like the overseas is about to wake up.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I texted him, Europe is coming. And he goes, what the fuck does that mean? And I go, the people overseas are about to wake up and get it. And then he says, I have to sleep. What, did you just die?
What?
What, you just die? And like anybody else, I would just be like, I don't know, like that's a typo, and I just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I was like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
Of course.
It's like, what did you just die? What does that mean?
Because
I'm
God
sitting there
forbid you
like,
ask
did
him
I
to
die
clarify,
on Twitter?
yeah.
Am I not like, what does that mean?
You get the bottom of it?
No, I just left it. I just left it. Because then
Now
he
we'll never
followed up
know.
and said, then he just said, someone else can tweet for me if you want, and
You
I.
just faked your own death. Just be like, yeah.
Yeah. I'd be like, in my head, is it a typo? Does he mean, why don't I just die? Like, he's sick of my texts? Like, I should probably stop texting. Like, that'd
I
be
think
the role I went
maybe
down.
he meant, what am I supposed to just die? Because he was like, I have to go to sleep. Like,
Yeah,
he was like,
yeah.
I'm
Sure,
dying.
sure,
So I
that
think he
makes
was like, what am I just have to die now? But it's like, what, did you just die? I was like, I don't know what this means.
That's like when
20 fucking years in, I'm
Yeah.
still like,
No.
no, not at all like it, but like when he was behind me and I like ran into the glass door and I was like, dude, the one thing I had to do right now is not run into this glass door.
When
And
did
the
you
one
do
thing
that?
this was like,
Did he say anything?
no, he didn't. But like he clearly heard. It was like, and also like I really like didn't play it off
Did
well.
you,
Like,
like,
it was pretty
bong?
pathetic.
Like-
Yeah, it was like an audible like bang, and I go, ow. Dude, actually, the one thing I needed to not do was I just needed to walk through this door like a fucking normal human. And the one thing I did was
Never change,
Jackie.
babe. Never change. It is what the funniest thing about
We're
Dave.
raised different.
Yeah, they were raised different in this
I
house.
think we said it with Rowan too, though. Is like Dave's done an incredible job of making people feel like a little bit afraid and feel this way, but he doesn't actually care about these things.
Yeah, yeah.
If you were ever like, "Yo, did you see Jackie walking to the door?" He'd be like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Or like, "What about Gia and Kelly down in New Orleans, like on the couch?" He'd be like, "I don't know."
What are you talking
But
about?
we're always
Yeah.
like, "What does it mean? What does he think?"
Completely.
It's like he.
Well, because we all want him to like us.
I know,
It's
I
like
know,
I just want Dave to
I
like
know.
me. Like that's literally all I care about.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because
when
nothing's
someone
worse than when he hates your guts. Like
when-
if he hates your guts, it's like, well, you might as well leave.
Yeah,
That's-
no, I've always said there's like three good, there's like you're in good standing, and no standing is like where to be. Everything, and you don't want to be on the radar or be on the good side of the radar. But I mean, yeah, it's like you benefit extremely if you're on Dave's good side.